On April 16th, 2020, Sandy Graham shot dead her partner Dale Watene at her Otautau home. She then set about covering her tracks, and with the help of her friend Ivor Hyde, they buried Dale's body deep in the Longwood forest in a shallow grave they hoped no one would find.
The Longwood forest near Otautau is a really large piece of forestry block. I think it's well over 20,000 hectares. And there are a number of access roads to it, but they're all dirt roads, and it is a bit of a maze actually once you get in there and start driving around. So the area that Mr. Watene was buried in is a really remote area. It would be about 20 minutes drive from Otautau through a number of roads and a number of turn-offs, where there is a track which leads up to the turning bay where he was buried. That track's approximately 800 metres long. It is very narrow. You wouldn't be able to drive a car in there without getting it severely scratched and damaged. It's not the sort of area that you would go into unless you had a particular reason for going down into there. The discovery of the body was nothing short of a miracle.
As the investigation into Dale Watene's disappearance ramped up, two detectives ventured into the forest to try and corroborate a story Sandy Graham had told police.
We were looking for an area where we believed that Dale and Sandy had got stuck in his vehicle on the last day that she saw him alive. So we came down this track and we had a bit of a look around. It seemed pretty clear to us that they hadn't been stuck in here, but we come over to this area here where vehicles turn around, and we found a whole lot of old bricks and a drum and a tyre, and that sparked our interest, I guess. And we just tucked it away in the back of our mind with a view that depending on how the inquiry was going to pan out, we would come back and investigate that further.
About a fortnight later, volunteers who had been directed to search for Dale in the same area also noted the bricks. They reported that the ground beneath them was soft and appeared to have been disturbed.
So on a Monday meeting after that, it became clear that there had been a search warrant recently at Ivor Hyde's address where similar bricks had been located. So that was immediately a red flag for us and the investigation team, which resulted in us returning to this area, completing a full scene examination, forensically removing all the debris, the bricks, and then digging in the area of interest, which ultimately located Dale. And that, to be fair, was a bit of a high-five moment, particularly for the three of us in here doing the search, not only because it was going to advance the investigation, but it was also going to return a body to the family, so that was a really important moment for us.
The discovery of Dale Watene's body was a turning point in the investigation. The first thing it confirmed was that he was no longer alive, and up until that point there had been a lot of doubt thrown into the investigation in regards to whether he was alive or dead. That confirmed that 100%. The other factor that was taken into account was we had then definitive evidence on how he had actually been killed, which led us to the weapon that was used and the fact that that weapon was in the possession of Miss Graham. There's a large amount of information gained throughout the course of the investigation. It really painted a picture of Miss Graham as being somebody that was a compulsive liar and someone that was able to manipulate other people in order to cover up anything that she did that was wrong.